ہاں
صلوات اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. دعائے افتتاح. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. اللهم إني أفتتح الثناء بحمدك وأنت مسدد للصواب بمنك وأيقنت أنك أنت أرحم الراحمين في موضع العفو والرحمة وأشد المعاقبين في موضع النكال والنقمة وأعظم المتجبرين في موضع الكبرياء والعظمة. اللهم أذن لي في دعائك ومسألتك فاسمع يا سميع مدحتي وأجب يا رحيم دعوتي وأقل يا غفور أسرتي فكم يا إلهي من كربة قد فرجتها وهموم قد كشفتها وأسرة قد أقلتها ورحمة قد نشرتها وحلقة بلاء قد فككتها. الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله بجميع محامده كلها على جميع نعمه كلها. الحمد لله الذي لا مزعج له في ملكه ولا منازع له في أمره. الحمد لله الذي لا شريك له في خلقه ولا شبيه له في عظمته. الحمد لله الفاشي في الخلق أمره وحمده الظاهر بالكرم مجده الباسط بالجود يده الذي لا تنقص خزائنه ولا يزيد كثرة العطاء إلا جودا وكرما. إنه هو العزيز الوهاب. اللهم إني أسألك قليلا من كثير مع حاجة بي إليه عزيمة وغناك عنه قديم وهو عندك كثير وهو عليك سهل يسير. اللهم إن عفوك عن ذنبي وتجاوزك عن خطيئتي وسفحك عن ظلمي وسترك على قبيح عملي وحلمك عن كثير جرمي عندما كان من خطائي وعمدي أتأمني في أن أسألك ما لا أستوجبه منك الذي رزقتني من رحمتك وأريتني من قدرتك وعرفتني من إجابتك فصرت أدعوك آمنا وأسألك مستانسا لا خائفا ولا وجلا مدلا عليك فيما قصدت فيه إليك فإن أبت عني أتبت بجهلي عليك ولعل الذي أبت عني هو خير لي لعلمك بعاقبة الأمور. ولم أرى مولا كريما أصبر على عبد لئيم منك علي. يا ربي إنك تدعوني فأولي عنك وتتجبب إلي فأتبغض إليك وتتودد إلي فلا أقبل منك كأن ليتطول عليك فلم يمنعك ذلك من الرحمة لي والإحسان إلي والتفضل علي بجودك وكرمك فارحم عبدك الجاهل وجد عليه بفضل إحسانك إنك جواد كريم. الحمد لله مالك الملك مجري الفلك مسخر الرياح فارق الإصبع ديان الدين رب العالمين. الحمد لله على علمه بعد علمه والحمد لله على عفوه بعد قدرته والحمد لله على طول أناته في غضبه وهو قادر على ما يريد. الحمد لله خالق الخلق باسط الرزق فارق الأصبع ذي الجلال والإكرام والفضل والإنعام الذي بعد فلا يرى فقرب فشاهدا نجوى تبارك وتعالى. الحمد لله الذي ليس له منازع يعادله ولا شبيه يشاكله ولا زهير يعاذله قهرا بعزته الأعزاء وتواضع لعظمته العظماء فبلغ بقدرته ما يشاء. الحمد لله الذي يجيبني حين أناديه ويستر علي كل عورة وأنا عاصيه ويعظم النعمة علي فلا أجازيه. فكم من موهبة هنية قد أعطاني وعزيمة قد مخوفة قد كفاني وبهجة مونقة قد أراني فأثني عليه حامدا واذكره مسبحا. الحمد لله الذي لا يهتك حجابه ولا يغلق بابه ولا يرد سائله ولا يخيب عامله. الحمد لله الذي يؤمن الخائفين وينجي الصالحين ويرفع المستضعفين ويذكر المستكبرين ويهلك ملوكا ويستخلف آخرين. والحمد لله قاسم الجبارين مبيد الظالمين مدرك الحاربين نكال الظالمين صريخ المستصرخين موضع حاجات الطالبين معتمد المؤمنين. الحمد لله الذي من خشيته ترعد السماء وسكانها وترجف الأرض وأمارها وتموج البحار ومن يسبح في غمراتها. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. الحمد لله الذي يخلق ولم يخلق ويرزق ولا يرزق ويطعم ولا يطعم ويميت الأحياء ويحيي الموتى وهو حي لا يموت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير. اللهم صل على محمد. اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وأمينك وصفيك وحبيبك وخيرتك من خلقك وحافظ سرك ومبلغ رسالاتك أفضل وأحسن وأجمل وأكمل وأزكى وأنمى وأطيب وأطهر وأسنى وأكثر ما صليت وباركت وترحمت وتحننت وسلمت على أحد من عبادك وأنبيائك ورسلك وصفتك وأهل الكرامة عليك من خلقك. اللهم صل على علي أمير المؤمنين ووصي رسول رب العالمين عبدك ووليك وأخي رسولك وحجتك على خلقك وآياتك الكبرى والنبأ العظيم. وصل على الصديقة الطاهرة فاطمة سيدة نساء العالمين. وصل على سيدي الرحمة وإمام الهدى الحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة. اللهم صل على محمد. وصل على أئمة المسلمين علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف الهادي المهدي حججك على عبادك وأمنائك في بلادك صلوات كثيرة دائمة. اللهم صل على ولي أمرك القائم بالمؤمل والعدل المنتظر وحفه بملائكة المقربين وأيده بروح القدس يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعله داعيا إلى كتابك والقائم بدينك استخلفه في الأرض كما استخلفت الذين من قبله مكن له دينه الذي ارتزيته له عبده من بعد خوفه أمنا يعبدك لا يشرك بك شيئا. اللهم أعزه وأعزز به وانصره وانتصر به وانصره نصرا عزيزا وافتح له فتحا يسيرا واجعل له من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. اللهم أظهر به دينك وسنة نبيك حتى لا يستخفي بشيء من الحق مخافة أحد من الخلق. اللهم إنا نرغب إليك في دورة كريمة تعز به الإسلام وأحلى وتذل به النفاق وأحلى وتجعلنا فيها من الدعاة إلى طاعتك والقادة إلى سبيلك وترزقنا بها كرامة الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم ما عرفتنا من الحق فحملناه وما قصرنا عنه فبلغناه اللهم المم به شعثنا واشأب به سدنا والطف به فتقنا وكسر به قلتنا وعزز به ذلتنا واغني به عائلنا واقضي به عن مقلبنا واجبر به فقرنا وسد به خلتنا ويسر به أسرنا وبيز به وجوهنا وفك به أسرنا وانهد به طلبتنا وانجز به مواعيدنا واستجب به دعوتنا وآتنا به سولنا وبلغنا به من الدنيا والآخرة آمالنا وآتنا به فوق رغبتنا يا خير المسؤولين وأوسع المعطين اشفى به صدورنا واذهب به غيظ قلوبنا واهدنا به لما اختلف فيه من الحق بإذنك إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم وانصرنا به على عدوك وعدونا إله الحق آمين اللهم إنا نشكو إليك فقد نبينا صلواتك عليه وآله وغيبة ولينا وكسرة عدونا وقلة عددنا وشدة الفتن بنا وتضعف الزمان علينا فصل على محمد وآله وإنا على ذلك بفتح منك تؤجله وبزر تكشفه وانصر تعزه وسلطان حق تظهره ورحمة منك تجللنها وعافية منك تلبسنها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
ما شاء الله.
بعد بلند سلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
یہ میرے کرا بھی زیارتیں کر کے وہاں سے آ رہے ہیں قم سے بھی
اچھا ماشاء اللہ. میں ملاقات بھی پہلے ملی.
3 ہفتے کا کورس ہوتا ہے ہمارا سے
قم میں.
ہاں قم میں یوتھ کے لیے
بعد بلند سلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
Please recite aloud salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
Please recite another salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين سيما بقية الله في الأرضين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. صلوا على محمد وعلى محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
So inshallah we'll continue today this topic of imamat, although we'll not be able to finish it. We'll not be able to go to the secret of the wilayat, but then inshallah we'll cover whatever we can. At least you can understand the meaning of wilayat. Please recite aloud salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتاب الحكيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما وليكم الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم راكعون. Please recite aloud salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
So the question we raised was this, that do we really need imam? why we still have this dispute between Ahl Sunnah and Shia. That's the main issue, right? If you look for the Ahl Sunnah and Shia, the main major issue is about Imamah and the definition of Imamah. Otherwise, pretty much they're the same. You look at, they also pray 5 times. Shia also pray 5 times. They're also fasting these days in Mahi Mubarak Ramadan. We are also fasting. They also go for Hajj. Everything is pretty much, if you look, it's the same. Hajj, Zakat, Quran. They believe in the same Quran. They believe as a Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a last prophet. So where is the difference? Difference is in Imamat. Difference is in Imamat. So that's why understanding Imamat is very important for us. So now the question, as I said, that why we keep, okay, if the Imamat mean only that Khilafat, which means the successor of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then it doesn't make sense. Okay, that incident finished 1400 years ago. Yes, whether that injustice happened or not happened, that's a separate story. But that incident is finished. Why it's still related with us, that's the problem. So that's why we decided to discuss this word Imamat, what's really Imamat mean. So first of all, we discussed that Imamat is the concept, is a Quranic concept. It's not something that one sect has invented this. In Quran, there are so many words about Imam, there are so many words about Vilayat. And again, not only that all the sources of Shia, but all the Ahl Sunnah sources, they have the word of Imamat. In fact, they have this hadith, which is very famous hadith, and that almost all of their great scholars, they have mentioned in their books, and the hadith is man mata, that whoever will die, walam ya'rif imama zamanihi, walam ya'rif imama zamanihi, and he is not recognizing, he didn't recognize the imam of his time. So someone died, and at that time, the way he's dying, that he's unable to recognize the imam of his time, the hadith said, mata mitatan jahiliya, that he died as such. He did not even reach to the time of Prophet Muhammad. Like Matatan Mitatan Jahiliya, the time of Jahiliya was pre-Islamic time. Like in Makkah, where before Islam, everything was jahalat, ignorance. So like he died as a kafir. He died as a non-believer. So why this? What about that someone acknowledged Prophet Muhammad is not acknowledging Imam? Is dying as a kafir. That's what the secret is. That's why we're saying this. So this hadith is from Ahl Sunnah, from all the books. I have all the references. If someone needs information, I have the volume number, page numbers, all these things. It's even available on the internet. You can just type over there. You can get all this information. Even you type this information and you can find out. So now they can say that no, the imamat has something to do with like the ruler. Okay, then that also doesn't make sense. Okay, who's the ruler today? Like, for example, I will ask brother, okay, what's your ruler? Is that Sultan or the king of Saudi Arabia? He's a ruler. If he's an imam, even if someone died without his knowledge, you cannot, there's no change because he's a tyrant ruler, right? So what that mean? What that imamat mean? We need to understand this part. That's why we said, okay, now it's not only a Quranic, but then also if we look at the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was not only messenger and a Supreme Court judge, but he was also an imam. Now we already discussed about this thing. I'm just going to move forward today. So as an imam, the imam has 3 positions. One of them, imam is head of the state. That imam need to acquire that position. He need to be there as a head of the state, and Prophet did. Prophet was head of the state. When he came in Medina, he was the head of the state. He did not ask someone else to go and take the seat, and I'm just sitting here as a messenger. No. He took the position of head of state. So that's one part of imamah. The second part was that this imam, he is the source of religion. Even after the revolution, like the wahi came, this Quran is there. Someone has to explain Quran. Because if you look in the Quran, you cannot find the procedure of salat and so on. All Quran said that you have to pray. Aqimus salat. Then the Quran said only masjudu warkau, that you do sajda and the ruku. That's it, not more than that. There should be someone who need to explain this procedure, and that will be called marjayat dini, that source of the religion. That person is not only understand the appearance of the Quran, he understands the batin of the Quran, the deep meaning of the Quran. And that's we found that in the several incidents when Imam Ali was helping other khulafa when they got stuck and they were unable to find the answer. Rasul Prophet is gone, Imam Ali was helping them all the time. So that was the second position. Now the third position which we're going to talk about today is wilayat. This wilayat is a third position of the imam. So imam has three positions. Number one, remember that he is head of the state. Number second is marjayat dini, which means he is anytime he has to protect the religion, he has to explain the religion, he has to explain the deep down meaning of the religion. And the third one is he's a wali. What that wilayat means? Please recite aloud, salam. So first of all, who are the wali? According to Quran, like I recited this ayah, it said, Innama waliyakumullah. Innama in Arabic grammar, whenever it comes with innama, which means only, it can find the subject in this specific object. It said wilayat, this subject of the wilayat is only confined by three people. Innama. That's why innama means, which means in this world, in all the times, there are only three walis. That's it, not more than that. Who are those wali? Innama waliyukum. Your wali, your wilayat, someone who has this wilayat, someone who has this guardianship, is only there are three people. Allah wa Rasuluhu and his prophet, and Allah is start mentioning another person here. Walladina amanu, those who believe. Alladina yuqimuna salata, that while he was praying, wa yutuna zakat, at that time while he was wa yutuna zakat, he gives zakat, wa hum rakiun, while he was in ruku. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that your wali is only there are three people your wali. Only Allah and his prophet, which is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and there is a third person who basically established salat and he gives zakat, but Allah put this another clause over here. He said he is the one who is giving zakat while he is in ruku. So if you go back and look for the history, who was that person? Who was that person? So we start looking all these books from Bradaran Ahl Sunnat, and we saw that there are several traditions. In fact, they are unlimited. There are so many. I should not say unlimited, but there are so many that I collected there. That in the 3rd century, in the 4th century after Hijrah, 5th century, in the 6th century, like in 3rd century, that I get all the great ulamas of Ahl Sunnah. They are mentioning this riwayat, this ayah in their books, and they are mentioning that this person was Amirul Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib. And I have those names, those ulama's name. That 4th century is the same one. 5th century, there are like 8 great ulama. They're like icon of the Ahl Sunnah. 6th century the same way. There are like 15, 16 of those ulama. All the time, in all the centuries, they were talking about this. So they are like, and there are so many narrations that they were saying that this person was no one but Ali ibn Abi Talib. Please recite Allah. In fact, one of the famous Thalabi, he is writing about, he narrates the whole chain and then he reached to Abdullah ibn Abbas and he's narrating from Abdullah ibn Abbas. He says that I was standing in Makkah near this well of Zamzam and I was addressing to the audience and I was talking about that. Qala Rasulullah, Prophet said that. Then immediately I saw that a person came forward. He was wearing his turban and he was wearing a turban, but he was hiding his face with his turban. He rose and he repeated the word Qala Rasulullah after Abdullah ibn Abbas. Like he was endorsing Abdullah ibn Abbas. And he came forward and he was concealing his face. His identity was not apparent. Finally, Ibn Abbas exclaimed, he said, I beseech you in the name of Allah to disclose your identity. The man unveiled himself and addressed the audience. He says, "O people, those who know me, know me. Those who do not know me, should know that I am Jundab bin Jundab al-Badari Abadar al-Ghaffari." So this person was no one but Abadar al-Ghaffari, one of the great companions of the Prophet. He said, I heard directly from the Holy Prophet. And if I lie, may my ears go deaf. And I have seen the Holy Prophet, salawatullahi alayhi. And if I lie, my eyes go blind. I heard him say, Ali is the leader of the virtuous one, is Imamul Muttaqeen, and the killer of the apostates is a killer of the kuffar. The one who help Ali will be helped, and one who abandon him will be abandoned. That was the wording of Abadar. He says, know that once I was praying in the afternoon, Salat al-Dhuhr, along with Holy Prophet, a beggar approached the congregation and sought his need from the praying one, but none entertained him, as all they were engaged in congregational prayer. The beggar at that time, he was in hurry, he was desperate. He raised his hand skywards and complained, O Lord, bear witness that I sought from the mosque of your Prophet, but none fulfilled my need. He raised his hand, and at the moment while he was going out, now who is narrating this? Abu Ghaffari. He said, Ali, while he was in the prayer, he was in ruku, he pointed out his finger to his right hand, which bore a ring in the direction of the beggar. The beggar advanced towards him and withdrew the ring from his finger. He said this incident occurred in the presence of Holy Prophet in Masjid al-Nabawi. Please recite aloud. When the Prophet, he said, Abu Ghaffari is still explaining, again, that's in the famous book of Ahl Sunnah, Biradarani Ahl Sunnah. He said at that moment, when the Prophet concluded his prayer, he raised his blessed hand towards the skies and started praying, O Lord, Moses requested you, O Lord, and he recited that ayah, where Hazrat Moses, he requested that Allah should expand his chest and then help him through his brother. It's a long ayah. And then Prophet said that, oh Allah, that you helped Moses, you need to help me. Oh Lord, I am Muhammad, your prophet and your chosen one. Oh Lord, expand for me my chest and ease my affair and appoint from my family my brother Ali as a successor and strengthen my back through him. Abu Dhar narrates the Holy Prophet had not yet completed his supplication when Jibreel descended and said, "Oh Muhammad, read," and Prophet Muhammad started reading this ayah, and the ayah was revealed, "Innama waliyukumullah," for sure your wali is Allah, wa rasuluhu walladina amanu alladina yuqimuna as-salata wa yu'tuna az-zakata wa hum raki'un. Please recite aloud. So according to this ayah, only wali, we proved that this third person was Imam Ali. That's why I explained this incident in front of you. So the wali of Mu'mineen, for all the time, there are three people, either Allah or Prophet or Imam Ali. Now, does that mean we have to follow one or other? No. Arabic grammar, you notice that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here used and. That your wali is Allah and your Rasul and those people. And Allah did not stop here. The next ayah is, please recite aloud salawat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if anyone is not going to follow them, وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّ اللَّهِ, but in fact, he said that if anyone will accept them as a wali, وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّ اللَّهِ, who will accept wilayat of Allah, and Allah is not saying or, Allah is not saying or, Allah is saying and Rasulahu wa Rasulahu, wow mean and his prophet, and alladina amanu, and that Imam Ali, what's the result? Wa inna hazballah, but that person is in hizb of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is in Allah's party. What's the need for being in Allah's party? Because only Hizbullah, humul ghalib, they are the ones who are victorious. So this wilayat mean, first of all, wali, this confined by innama, that in the whole world there are only three walis: Allah, Rasul, and Allah intentionally did not took the name. He said the people, they give zakat in ruku. And we have a tradition that all Imam after Imam Ali, they did the same way. So one after other, after Imam Ali, who was wali, Imam Hassan, after Imam Hassan, who is wali, Imam Hussein. These are the people, they are wali. Now, what's the benefit of the wilaya? Wilaya, first of all, is it optional? No, it's not an optional. You need to accept all of them. No one can say, look, I accepted Allah as a wali. No, that's not acceptable. I accepted Allah and His Prophet as a wali. No, that's not acceptable, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and the third one. You have to accept Imam as a wali. If you do that, only at that time you will be in Hizbullah. You will be in the party of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And only at that time you will be victorious. That only at that time you will be victorious in this world and hereafter. Please recite aloud. So what's the consequence? What about if I do not accept the wilayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What's the option? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, this is not like government. It's not like that. Wilayat is more than that. Wilayat is more than that. There's only two wilayats in this world. There are only two kind of a wilayat in this world. Okay, there is no third wilayat. Either there is a wilayat of Allah, and when I say Allah, which means Allah and His Prophet and Imam Ali, or Imam, whoever the Imam is of your time is. Either the wilayat is this, and if you accept this wilayat, then you are in his hizb, in his party, and you are the victorious one. No, if you do not accept this wilayat, there is only one other wilayat, that's it. And that's a wilayat of Taghut. That's a wilayat of Shaitan. What's the consequence? Immediately, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Ayat al-Kursi, He mentioned, Allahu waliyul ladina amanu. Allah is the wali. Allah is the wali of the people they believe. What's the benefit of accepting wilayat? One of them is like victorious, and the other one is yukhrijuhum min adh-dhulumati ila an-nur. This wilayat will take us for all the human from the darkness into the light. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. But if someone will deny the wilayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أَوْلِيَاؤُهُمُ الطَّاغُوتُ, their walis are taghut. There is only two wilayat, that's it. If you deny the wilayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your wali is what? Taghut, shaitan, Satan. يُخْرِجُونَهُمْ مِنَ النُّورِ إِلَى الظُّلُمَاتِ. What they will do? They will take you out from the nur to the darkness. Ulaika ashabun nar. They are the people, they are the companion of the nar. They will stay in nar. They will stay in Jahannam. Hum fiha khalidun. They will stay there. So wilayat is needed in this universe. Wilayat is needed in this universe. You cannot say that I'm not going to accept wilayat. It's not possible. Please recite aloud salam. Please recite one Surah Fatiha for Sayyid Amir Ali, Sayyida Fatima Begum, Sayyida Laila Begum, Sayyid Ali Hussain, Sayyid Amjad Ali, Sayyid Ahmad Ali, Ghulam Nabi, Sakina Begum, Hajra Begum, Zakiya Iftikhar, Khurshid Fatima. Please recite one Surah Fatiha. Please recite another salawat. So wilayat is needed. Why wilayat is needed? Now this is now the task is tough for me now. Okay. Because this is a big topic. It's almost like 2 or 3 of my speeches which I'm trying to finish in like 10-15 minutes. Because tomorrow I have to talk about Tarbiyat, so that's the only time I have. And then again, there was also a request from a child that I'm going to talk about Silai Rahim. What is Silai Rahim? I will just explain a little bit. Silai Rahim is wajib in Islam. What does Silai Rahim mean? Sila means connection. Rahim means that Rahim, right? The womb. In Arabic, womb of mother called Rahim. Okay? So Sila Rahim means all the children, they are connected by the mother's womb. Okay, so all your relatives, brothers, sisters, uncle, auntie, maternal uncle, maternal auntie, grandfather, grandmother, all these relatives, all the close relatives, they are connected by the rahim, by mother. They are called Sila Rahim. Their connection with is called Sila Rahim. It's wajib in Islam. It's wajib in Islam. You cannot break a relationship. No matter what, you cannot break the relationship. Where there are so many ahadiths which will give the punishment, where mal will go down, risk will go down, there will be a problem in the health-wise, there will be a problem in this world and problem in hereafter, and there will be a problem in qabr. Sila Rahim you cannot ignore. Even the other side is zalim, you cannot do that. The other meaning of Sila Rahim is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through this womb, Allah basically connect people through one of his name, one of his ism, which is Rahmah. So that's a connection of Rahmah. You know, brothers and sisters, mother and father, uncle and auntie, they have this relationship of love. You have this relationship of love. You need to keep that relationship. You cannot disconnect this relationship. I have so many hadiths, Quranic ayat, and so many other things. It's a big subject. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never, even like they are dhalim, you still need to connect with them. You cannot disconnect with them. You're not allowed, because even if they're dhalim, you have to do your responsibility. And there are reasons and there's philosophy behind it. You cannot say why. It's not. It's related with our own improvement. Our soul will improve when we are staying in this system. This system, you're not allowed to go out of this system. There is a purpose behind this trial. So these are the trials. Please recite aloud, Salawat. And the other question from this child was, what is Barzakh? Barzakh, Barzakh is another word. Barzakh is like this world, and there's after the death, a place where all the souls will stay there until the day of judgment. This Barzakh is in between of this world and the hereafter, the day of judgment. That's in between. Now, Barzakh, it's kind of it's huge place-wise. As I gave this example last time, mother's womb comparison with this universe, the same with this universe compared to the Barzakh. Okay, that's the same ratio. It's very huge. Barzakh is huge. Barzakh Barzakh has like so many. The taste over there is on a peak. And the pain over there is on peak as well. Like in this world, which is a material world, matter is three-dimensional, right? In fact, like Ravi says that the fourth dimension is the time, right? Einstein, like he mentioned, the fourth dimension is time. So the matter is that three dimension. In matter, you can attain one lazat at a time, one pleasure at a time. For example, you're eating something, you can have this the pleasure of eating, not like pleasure of hearing or pleasure of touching or anything. Then when you're touching something, you're getting the pleasure of touching. But Barzakh is different. Barzakh, if you just drink, if you're really in a good place, you're not being punished. If you did the good thing in this world and you've been placed over there in a good place in Barzakh, if you drink one glass of water, you'll have all kind of a pleasure. The pleasure in that world, it's a non-material world, is very high. The same way the pain over there is very high. Okay, so Barzakh is another world. It's a world between this world and hereafter. Please recite aloud, Salawat. Now let me just real quick wrap up this concept because I still need to understand why wilayat. Okay, why this wilayat? Why this wilayat? See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let's go back to the design. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I point out this on 23rd, but was not able to finish over there. I don't know if I'll be able to finish today. But when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, okay guys, you're with me, right? When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam, He said, He informed Malaika. He said, look, I'm going to appoint Viceroy, my Khalifa on earth. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. He announced, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala announced that, look, what I'm doing, I'm appointing a Viceroy, my deputy, my Viceroy, my Khalifa on this earth. Okay, you understand Viceroy, right? Someone who's basically taking his place. Immediately, the angels objected. Because they understood what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking. We may not understand Khalifa, but they understood what Allah mean. What Allah mean, Allah was talking about my Khalifa. Okay, Allah is not talking about the Khalifa of Rasulullah or Khalifa of anyone. Allah said, my Khalifa. Okay, my Viceroy. Okay, it's like if someone is a heart surgeon and he says, look, I want to appoint someone who will be my replacement. He has to appoint someone who has his qualities. Okay? Because it's not possible a surgeon will say, look, I'm appointing someone else and he's not a surgeon. That's not possible. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, look, I'm going to appoint a Khalifa. Immediately, when the angels look at the body, it's a matter. They immediately says the matter basically has this conflict. In the matter, there is a conflict. They look at the matter and they say, well, أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا, are you going to appoint مَنْ يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا, who will do corruption, وَيَسْفِكُ الدَّمَاء, and they will shed the blood. And now they are also telling themselves that, look, وَنَحْنُ, we are نُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِكَ, we praise you and proclaim your sanctity, we do your taqdees and tasbih. Then Allah replied. So this is, Allah said, okay, I'm going to appoint someone. Immediately, angels, they objected. Now Allah's turn to reply. Qala Allah. Allah said, Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun. I know what you don't know. I know something which you don't know. And then another ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَعَلَّمَ الْآدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. Allah taught all the names, all of them, to Adam. The secret is here. Secret is here. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ثُمَّ أَرَزَهُمْ. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala presented them alal malaika, in front of the malaika. When then Allah asked from the angels, أَنْبِئُونِي بِأَسْمَاءِ هَؤُلَاءِ. Can you tell me the names? This is Asma. In kuntum sadiqin. If you're truthful. The angels, they have their only intellect. They don't lie. They don't have nafs. They're always truthful. This is qalu subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma allamtana. We don't know anything more than what you have taught us. Innaka anta alimul hakim, and you are alim and hakim. I'm going really fast. Here, Adam said, now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala moved towards Adam. Now, which Adam is this? That's a separate story, okay? I'm not talking about that. I don't want to confuse you or me. Okay, that's this Adam, okay? Qala ya Adam, ambihum bi asma'i. Can you inform them these names? Falamma amba'ahum asma'ihim. When Adam informed them with these names, then Allah said, Qala Allah, Alam aqul lakum, didn't I say, Inni alamul ghayb as-samawati wal ardi. I know, I have the ilm of ghayb as-samawati wal ardi. Wa alamu ma tubduna wa kuntum wa ma kuntum taktumun. I know everything what you hide and what you fear. And after that, wa idh qulna lil malaikati isjudu. When Allah said, go and do sajda in front of Adam. And there, all the angels, they did sajda except Iblis. Wakana min al-kafirin. And Iblis from kafir. Iblis is settled out. I only 15-20 minutes I'm trying to explain. Very delicate issue. You have to pay attention and understand. I'm skipping all the fat. I'm just going to the meat. Exactly want to go exactly the root things. Okay. Now let me ask you this. The most important thing in this world is what? How do we recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How do we recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? By His blessings, right? But by blessings are names, right? You know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through His names. That's it. Right? You cannot recognize Allah through His personality, right? That's beyond our mind. We cannot do that. We can recognize who is Allah, is Rahman, is Rahim, is Razzaq, He is Adil, He is all the names. That's the only way we recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alright, so what are these ism? Ism are two ways. One, you have the concept of ism, and another time you have another meaning. Let me ask you this. For example, bravery, shuja. What does shuja'at mean? Bravery mean. See, there is a problem with English language. Okay, I'm not going with English. Okay, the Arabic is rich. Okay, and they have deep meanings. Bravery in Arabic have two meanings. Tahur and shuja'. What does shuja'at mean? If you ask someone what does shuja'at mean, the answer from the Arabic grammar will be I'm going to go rough. I'm not going to the very technical. I'm just giving you on your level so you can understand. Someone will do something at the time which is suitable to do. It's required to act somewhere, and he act You will call that is shuja'at. That's bravery. Okay. Again, for example, someone is doing zulm on some other person, and one person is going by, and right now it's the time that someone has to stop this person through word or through hand or something. And that other person, that's the time it's more appropriate that someone has to stop. This other person, Mr. X, is walking by, he will go speak something, or he will use his hand to stop the dhalim, the oppressor. We'll call that is a brave person. He acts on time. Okay. But then someone who's aggressive but is not acting on time. Okay. So then we call this person is called tahur. Okay, tahur. He's not brave. I mean, he's aggressive. He's there everywhere. He's fighting. He's doing everything, but he's not taking care of that. He's taking an action when there is no need for action. For example, if someone is like proceeding nicely and he's coming over there and aggressively is talking with something. That's not shuja'at. Okay. So shuja'at has two things. One is meaning. I will explain the meaning of shuja'at and you will understand bravery. But then other times someone is attached with this sifat. That's called shuja. That person is shuja. Is a brave person. So one is the concept of bravery and other side is that person brave. Okay. So we said that asma, which are names, they have two characteristics. Sometimes it's a concept and sometimes it's that person itself. When someone attached with this sifat, then that person itself is that shuja. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah give rizq, is the only concept, or in reality he is giving rizq? In reality he is giving rizq. When Allah give hayat, when you says hayat, that I'm skipping all this Arabic word. When hayat, is Allah is only the concept of hayat, or is the one who is really giving it hayat? He's giving a hayat, right? This is Isma Ilahi mean. Isma Ilahi mean in reality Allah is doing that. Allah is giving shifa, is shafi. Shifa mean giving someone curing, right? He's shafi. He himself is shafi. He is giving shifa. Okay? Again, I know it's tough, but you need to understand this. Let me tell you this one story so you can be. One person approached Imam Ali and says, Imam Ali, you're shuja. Imam said, what is the meaning of shuja? What does the bravery mean? He said that bravery means the one who is not afraid of anyone. Imam Ali said, then you are more shuja than me. He said, what that mean? He said, shuja means he's not afraid from the people, but he's afraid from Allah. And now you're saying shuja means he's not fearful from anyone. Okay? So some people, they're not fearful from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Are you calling them shuja? No, they're not shuja. Okay? So Amirul Mu'minin said, I am shuja, I'm brave, but I'm not fearful from the people, but I'm fearful from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Please recite Allah. Now, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told these angels, Allah said, look, Allah said to the angels, look, I'm going to make someone my viceroy. This viceroy or khalifa is a khalifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or khalifa of someone else. Khalifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَعَلَّمَ الْآدَمَ أَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. Then I taught Adam all the asma. What that means? Is that Adam is someone now he knows something, asma. Okay, Allah taught him Raza, Allah taught him Shifa, Shafi. If these are only the word, the angels were there, right? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, oh Adam, can you tell in front of the angels What are those words? And Adam is talking about Razak, Shafi. Is it a competition of memorization? No, that's not the competition of memorization. Because, or again, this is a competition of memorization. Why didn't Allah give angels this position of viceroy? Because they didn't know, they didn't have the all asma. They didn't have all asma. Okay, what that mean? The concept of asma, or they have this asma in themselves. If it was a concept of asma, then okay, Adam told them, Adam came here, and all the angels are standing there. Adam came here. Allah said, okay, can you please name all those names? He said, Razzaq, Shifa, Hayy, Mumad, Mamad, and Hakim, Alim. Okay, angels, they are listening. They said, all right, now we also know. Can we also be a viceroy? No, they did not claim that. They did not claim that. What that mean? No, that asma doesn't mean those concepts. Asma mean those concepts need to engraved in the personality. These people, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught him all the asma. Kulluha. That's the difference between Adam and with the angel. Adam in his personality, not Adam, that Adam. All these Aimma alayhi salam, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he has this capability. Allah is Razzaq. He is also Razzaq. There is a difference, a fine difference between the Razzaqiyah of Allah and the Razzaqiyah of Prophet Muhammad. Allah is Razzaq because he's Allah. Prophet is Razzaq, he's as a makhluk, he's Razzaq, not as a Khaliq, as a Razzaq. Prophet is giving food. That's why the same, all the attributes. That's why you notice that when the Jesus he was talking about in Quran, that Jesus also had this asma. Because Jesus at one time, he is this prophet, he is a messenger, he has this asma. He is the viceroy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when Jesus is asking someone to be high, so he's not saying, oh Allah, make them high. He says, I am making him to be alive. I am making him into alive. And that person become alive. Because Jesus, on his capacity, not at the capacity of Allah. No, he's not Allah. Allah gave him that sifat. Allah taught him that ism to his viceroy. So on their own capability, they have this asma. All of them, they can make something alive. That's why Jesus, Jesus was making someone alive, he was saying, be, and it was happening. It was becoming alive. Jesus was saying someone, a blind person, you start seeing, and that person was start seeing. Jesus used to make some bird, and you says, go fly. Used to fly. Because Jesus has those asma, but Jesus was not God. Jesus, Allah taught him those asma as his dipti, as a dipti of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Jesus received those qualities. That's what you need all the time in this universe. You need that person. This Imam has this capability. He is Waliullah. He is Waliullah. Now you understand why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala confined his wilayat, that only Allah is Wali, only Prophet is Wali, and only that person is a Wali who gave zakat while he was in ruku. So which means, do not misunderstood that. That's why children, whenever this person, you understand, you should never compete. You can never say that, okay, the Jesus was God. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught Jesus that he have this knowledge of this. And again, it's not only confined with the prophet, it's with the human. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying it's in Adam. This capability is in Adam, which means the Asif Barqiya, he was just an ordinary person. He has some knowledge of the book. He has some knowledge of that asma. And what he did, he used that knowledge and he brought the Arsh, Takht of Bilqis from Yemen to Palestine with a blink of an eye, right? With a blink of an eye, because he has that power. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this ism to people, that, especially for the Masumeen and especially for Insani Kamil. Insani Kamil is that person who has all the ism. Some people have one or two isms, some of them have some ism, some of them some other. Like for example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this ism to Malkul Maut of Mamit. So now he has this power, he can take the soul out. He can take the soul out. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, some of those asma is on some people, and these people they are the mazhar, they are the manifestation of the kamal and kamal of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. None of them is Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught them those asma, so they will be stay on their level, but they can maintain everything. That's why this kainat need an insane kamil, that perfect being which has the mazhar of the manifestation of all the perfections of Allah in there. That's what the mean. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I taught Adam asma kulluha, all of them. And that was one of the reasons that angels were asked, now you have to do this sajda. This sajda means you have to help them. You are the servant for them, for the servant of Ahlul Bayt. You are the servant for Prophet Muhammad. You are the servant for these Masumeen. So angels, they are going to serve Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Angel has to serve Imam. Because this was a delicate topic, so if you have any question or doubt in your mind, please ask right now. And you can also ask after Salah. Okay, do not take any doubt outside Mr. Hussaini. Any question you have, you can ask. Yes.
So I don't have a question about this topic, but it's about another topic that you have said in previous speeches. So I remember I said how if you do wuzu at night and then it's basically praying all night. But I remember that once you go to sleep, your wuzu becomes batil, because anything can happen when you're sleeping. So what do you think about that?
Okay, see, in this world is like with your free will. You have a free will until you're alive, until you're awake. When you go to sleep, that's you're out of your free will. Because as I mentioned one time, that the angel puts you in a resume mode, in the suspend mode, right? Which means disconnect your soul from the body partially, okay? And you don't have a control. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you sawab based of your intention, based of your action when you have a free will, okay? While you're sleeping, you don't have a free will anymore. Yes. Any other question related with this topic? Do not get confused with this topic, okay? Yes.
Our prophet, he said like that there will be 12 imams, but like after 12, suppose the mankind they have followed all 12 imams, and our 12th imam did not have to go into Ghabat. Then after that, like after passing of 12th imam, what would have happened? Like why they did not say like the imamat will be continued till Qayamat or till...
Okay, so there are two things. One of them, there are 12 imam, and the other thing is the imamat is going to continue till the day of judgment or not. So there are two different things. Imams will be 12, they will repeat. That's why, again, all these matalib which I mentioned, I have a reference from the brother and Ahl Sunnah as well. So I can give you there's a long list where Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created my nur, the first one. And from my nur, he created all the khair. For all the khair in this ones got created from the nur of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? That he said that I'm the first makhluk and I'm the last one in Mabu'us. Okay, I just want to make sure. And I have the reference and names of all the brethren, the scholars, the great scholars of the Ahl Sunnah. They refer this hadith and they mention, yeah, that's the truth. Then other thing about this 12 imam, yes, there is also an hadith in several hadiths of this 12 khulafa in Brother and Ahl Sunnah book. And although they since they do not agree with the names what we have here, so they start coming up with a different name, and they says, okay, it's Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, and they come up Imam Hassan, and then they got problem because now they're forced to include Yazid, and the other people objected. You cannot include Yazid. He was Zalim. Zalim cannot, because Quran said this Imamat cannot reach to a Zalim, right? So they got confused, and then they start to say, okay, let's have the nice king, but they're not able to reach this 12 because either they are more than 12 or they're less than 12. So again, only we were able to teach to the 12, and we have, and in fact, there are hadiths in Bradhan Ahl Sunnah. The Prophet mentioned the name that after me, Ali, Ali after Hassan, Hussein, and all these things. As far as your question, yes, there are 12 Imam only. Now, what's happened? One of the riwayat, you know that Imam Ali is also called Karrar, right? So Karrar, one of the meaning is will come back several times. So again, this is a very delicate topic. I don't want to start that without explaining. It will be raj'at, they call. It's not easy to swallow until you have understand the imamat completely, which means there will be raj'at, okay? Raj'at till the day of judgment. Okay, I don't want to explain this right now, but this is that they will continue.
But there was another opinion by Ayatollah Baqir Sadr, and I think he said like that after 12 imams, people will be so sophisticated and mankind will be so polished that they would not, their akal will be kamil or something. No.
Okay, so we can talk about this government, right? But that's why I said I did not complete this topic. When Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said, and again through philosophy you can understand from this all these ahadith of Ahl Sunnah, where Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said, when Allah Subhanahu wa Taala first created the noor of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and from this noor, from this noor, Allah created all the khair. All the khair got created by this noor. This noor is needed all the time. Okay? And from this noor, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created all this universe and everything from the noor of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this noor is needed for the existence of this creation. Okay? That's why it said that. That's why I told you. Now you understand this famous hadith from Bradhan Ahl Sunnah where they said, man mata, that famous hadith in different places, man mata lam ya'rif imam zamanahu, if he did not understand his imam zaman, mata mitatun jahiliya, he died as a jahil, as kafir, because you need to understand your imam, because that imam is the one who is keeping this whole universe. That's why the other hadith you says laula imam la sakhat al arz. If Imam is not on the earth, Imam, in the sense of real Imam, meaning of that Imam, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appointed, the earth will be destroyed. Earth will destroy. The example I can give you this way. Okay, I can give you this way. This analogy so you can understand. Look, this bulb, what's the wattage of this bulb? Maybe 25, 30 watts, right? It's not that Allah is not capable. Its problem is we are not capable. Our example is like this bulb. This bulb is attached with the generating station, right? The generating station is generating energy, electricity in megawatt, right? In megawatt, right? Children, you understand? The electricity get generated in the generating station in megawatt. If you attach that megawatt with this, it's going to burn this. It's going to burn this. So what's the designer they have to do? They have to create transformers, right? Transformers ability is on one side it attached with the high end, and the lower end it attached with the lower end, right? It has two windings, it has two layers. One side it's connected with the high voltage, on the other side it's connected with the lower end, which you call PMT in Pakistan, right? The power, right? So if Allah has no problem. If Allah get connected with this one, this whole connector will get burned. So Allah has to, because Allah, this kamalat is, we are not capable. We are not like this. This bulb is not capable to withhold the electricity of that megawatt. It needs a imam. It needs a transformer which takes something from Allah and will deliver over here. So you need this transformer all the time. Okay, you need that वास्ता फैज all the time. ये वास्ता फैज हर वक्त होना चाहिए जो कि खुदा से क्या कहते हैं फैज को ले और दुनिया में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करे. खुदा से फैज को ले और दुनिया में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करे. خدا سے فیض کو لے. اسی لیے سب سے پہلے خدا نے کیا کیا, سب سے پہلے وہ ٹرانسفارمر بنایا. وہ ٹرانسفارمر کون تھا؟ پروفٹ محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کا نور. ایک صلوات پڑھ دیجیے. ایک دفعہ انشاءاللہ ایک دعا پڑھتے ہیں انشاءاللہ. میں اللہ سبحانہ و تعالیٰ ایکسیپٹ اس عبادت انشاءاللہ. خدا ہماری اس چھوٹی سی عبادت کو قبول کرے اور اس کا ثواب جو ہے تمام جو جب میں موجود لوگ ہیں ان کے محرومین کو پہنچے انشاءاللہ. خدایا جو بے اولاد ہیں انہیں اولاد کی نعمت عطا فرما. جو بے روزگار ہیں انہیں روزگار کی نعمت عطا فرما. خدایا جو بیمار ہیں ان کو شفا عطا فرما. جو لوگ مر گئے ہیں ان کی مغفرت عطا فرما. خدا امام زمانہ کی ظہور میں تاجیل فرما اور ہمیں ان کے اعوان اور انصار میں قرار دے. رحم اللہ من قرأ الفاتحہ مع الصلوات. بہت کم ٹائم تھا تو پورا اس کو ہونا چاہیے.